That's your
kind of remember the Jonah one because we watched it so many fucking times.
If this was
Jonah was like a minor prophet. Did we talk about this before? I feel like we did.
I think you did. I just don't remember.
He's like a pretty minor prophet.
So they made an entire movie out of him.
Yeah, which is weird. Because they're like more like prophets that are bigger deal. Jonah was just sort of like this like weird satirical almost story. Like he ignores God and goes the wrong way and gets eaten and spat up by a whale. It's like mythology. When later on, when like that's not really what the genre, that was like an infrequent genre at that point in the organization of the Bible.
Well,
so it's weird that there's a fucking VeggieTales movie about it.
Oh,
who played Jonah? Was it like an original
Archibald
character? Oh, it was Archibald.
Yeah.
Oh, I like calling him by his first name.
Archibald Asparagus.
I'm just gonna call him fucking the asparagus monstrosity, the CG asparagus.
The last thing you see before you die.
I love that picture. It's funny because it's like a camera, like a phone picture of a TV screen of just like Larry and Archibald Asparagus looking down and smiling. The last thing you see before you die. I better go follow Veggie Facts. I think it's just called VeggieTale Facts.
Hashtag true facts.
I always love it when like fake Twitters like that, like post pictures of them being blocked by like the official pages. Like he'll post a picture of like him being blocked by the actual VeggieTales Twitter account.
What is VeggieTales doing
like,
nowadays?
Pussies. They like changed the art style a lot. I think.
Oh.
I think you missed some gems in there. Am I crazy?
No. I'm very meticulous about this.
Okay. Sorry, I had 8 toaster things, a bowl of syrup, and 2 Mountain Dews.
Now I just have to remember how to get to the last chunk of the level.
No, I just have to survive.
We should probably save, actually.
I'm like that guy from
the guy
Princess Bride. You saw that stuff, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Where Jeb.
I forgot that was Elijah Wood who played the guy in Spy Kids 3D.
You probably didn't know before.
The what?
You probably didn't know before.
Yeah, I probably didn't. Simple as that. I watched a little bit of it. First of all, did you know that Selena Gomez is in that movie?
Yes, at the very beginning.
The very beginning, and she's like a baby.
Yeah. That fucking blows my mind, actually.
Just sitting and watching that movie, it really is. I mean, I think the same people made it, but it's like the same caliber as a Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah.
It's really horrifying.
All those were Robert Rodriguez films.
What is that? And then there's that weird opening, like Troublemaker Studios or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like a really creepy, like, opening thing. I don't know what you call those things.
That was from Spy Kids 2.
Well, it might be both of them. All I know is that it's creepy. It's not like Spy Kids 2 is a good fucking movie.
Yeah, but I don't know, I remember that one being the best of the 3.
That's not saying a lot. They're all kind of shit, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, were like...
But, like, what's the plot of the first one? It's just, like, Floob...
There are thumb people. There's a guy named Floob and there are thumb people. How good could the movie be?
Yeah, and then at least with the second one, it kind of embraces the craziness a little more, because they got the weird monsters, and Steve Buscemi's in it as the island hermit.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi. Why are there so many famous people in fucking Spy Kids?
Because apparently Robert Rodriguez,
is just
the director,
with all these motherfuckers.
Apparently he's just like infamously just one of those guys that everybody just loves. Like if you meet him, he's like the coolest guy ever.
But he makes shitty movies.
Exactly.
So you got like, okay, think of all the people in Spy Kids: Antonio Banderas, the one person who plays the mom, Steve Buscemi, Sylvester Stallone. Elijah
Fucking
Wood.
Khan.
Yeah, Khan. Like everybody's in these goddamn movies. If you watch, like, I'm telling you, just go out, guys. Just go watch like the very beginning of Spy Kids 3D. Like, watch as much as you can, and your mouth will be open. It's unbelievable.
You see, I remember way back when we were like in our backyard at our old house. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember.
We were like in the backyard,
yes.
and like we're like playing in the backyard, and I remember we were pretending that we had like the suits from the trailer and whatnot.
You're making us sound.
Like, we were young children when these movies came out.
Michael's fabricating this. He has no proof that this happened.
Remember how like
be a part of this?
We saw
you will admit to it. I will not. This did not happen.
I told Jeb the other day about Skewer on the Run.
Black Hooded Gamer Jeb.
Yeah.
Jebberino. Eggman.
Yeah, he's Eggman today.
Just today.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Sonic Twitter page is so fucking weird. I love the they were making fun of Mighty Number 9. Did you see that?
Oh, it's better than nothing?
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It shows a picture of Sonic going so like laughing and being cocky and stuff.
Yeah.
And then somebody posted a picture of like the front of a game where Sonic is standing in like this like sort of like glass building, and it's like Sonic in the glass house or something. You know the phrase don't throw stones if you live in a glass house or whatever.
See,
basically don't be a fucking hypocrite.
Oh.
Because it's like and then the other people are posting pictures of Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh hey, it's better than nothing. Because they're being such shit. That Twitter page is so weird.
Apparently it didn't used to be like that.
Who runs that shit?
Nobody knows.
It's so weird. They do such like weird PR things. But then they have like the sort of like AMA like fun like where they get Mike Pollock in there or whatever.
Mike Pollock took over the Twitter page for a day. He was playing Eggman, of course, but it's just like I'm taking over Sonic's Twitter feed. Wasn't it like both Sonic and Eggman? I can never listen to those. Yeah, they did have all the voice actors come in there for that, but it was just like, and then people would ask him questions, and he'd be just like, then Mike Pollock would like fucking answer them. That was pretty cool.
Did he actually answer any real questions, or was he just?
It was mostly just like, I've taken over Sonic's Twitter feed. Ask me anything you want, and then
I feel like I'm always like whenever I watch those, my head is turned 30 degrees as I'm trying to wrap my head around what the fuck I'm watching. Like there's something about Assassin's Creed, and he's like, I've captured Ezio. Or like he was purposely pronouncing his name wrong, and then he was trying to do like the Ezio voice, and he was like, my name is Ezio.
Mike Pollock did that?
Yeah. Wow. And I was just like, what the fuck am I listening to? Yeah. It's just weird. That whole thing is weird.
I mean, it's not like Assassin's Creed. You know, it's really good nowadays.
It's fucking nonsense. I remember when it was like a cool, like fucking like the coolest new series. And it was like reliably good, and then all of a sudden it like turned into something that just they could make a big deal out of at E3 every year, and then make shitty games with the story that increasingly made less and less sense. Indeed. And the gameplay got worse.
Yeah,
people like the Assassin's Creed 4 because of like the boat stuff and like being the pirate. So it's like might as well be a different fucking game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still do like assassin stuff and that.
Yeah, but that's not why people liked it. People were like sick of that. People were sick of the assassins in Assassin's Creed. They just liked the boat thing. I didn't play Assassin's Creed 4. I gave up on it after 3.
Did you finish 3?
Yeah.
What?
Then the story is fucking nonsense, and you every game you finished, you had less and less clue what the fuck was going on, and you started caring less. It's like, I don't give a shit what happens to Desmond anymore.
Didn't he die in 3 or some shit?
I don't fucking know. Like, if I remember right, the end of Assassin's Creed 3 is like a fever dream where you're like, what happened? That is the least satisfying thing I'd rather get a postcard.
Are you referencing Sunshine there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I feel like you've probably talked about this a lot. I don't get the mentality of people being like, oh, I 100% a collectathon, I should get something more. That's what we want. I mean, sometimes
to me, it's always been about the journey.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
Like, I would 100% Super Mario Sunshine to 100% Super Mario Sunshine. Not because I want something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of...
It's the wrong mentality to go into a collectathon.
If you come out with, like, nothing specific, you had fun. You got bragging rights, or, you know... That's all you should need. If you get a bonus, that's cool. Like, for example, Mario Galaxy, you get to play as Luigi, and I was like, that's awesome, you know, when you do it the first time or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you like collectathons.
Yeah. Like, I was talking to Ryan about it after he, uploaded a Sunshine review.
But you
go watch that.
At www.youtube.com/theryansucksatvideogame.gov.
But there was a period of time where I was just like, I just sort of kind of grew out of them, maybe.
Collectathons?
Yeah. But then, like, at some point, I don't know why or how, I just got into them again. Now I love them. I mean, like, it depends on what it is, you know? Like, I don't really feel like replaying Banjo too many times, you know? Because there's a lot of fluff.
Well, the thing, especially with that game, is you don't really have, like, the nostalgic attachment to that game.
It's not even that, really. I mean, like, it's a fine enough game, but it's just like with this game right here, like, you never have to backtrack to levels or unlock new abilities to get everything. You can just grab everything in one swoop and move on. With Banjo, you never know what you're going to need to unlock something. You might not have enough Mumbo tokens to do something. You might not have, the move that you need. And there's no way to know on your first playthrough, like, oh, I just got a new ground pound move. Maybe that'll do it.
It is kind of nice being able to just go through it without having to... Like that. Mario 64 is like that, too. I feel like you don't have to go back and get a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, except for, like, unlocking the caps. But that's not, like, you're not really going out of your way. Because you just go back and fucking, like, a level. Whereas, like, Toy Story 2 example is a good example of one where you do have to backtrack. You have to go get the fucking moon shoes or whatever. And, like, all those unlockables before you can get some of this stuff. And it's, like, that's, like, different than Banjo-Kazooie and some of the games. Like, that's still pretty easy, but it's like that stuff isn't enjoyable. You'd rather just be able to chug through it.
And that's something about Spyro 2 that kind of bugs me, is that, like, you have to
backtracking.
You have to pay money bags to unlock some of your more advanced moves.
Oh,
but it's just but like you'll only be able to pay for it once you get to certain hub worlds in the game.
But wait, do these advanced moves, like, bar you from getting collectibles?
Yes.
See, that's
not many. Like, you only really have to backtrack to a couple of levels and get like a couple things, and it doesn't take that long. But it's still like, in this game, I never have to do that. Yeah. In the third game, you never have to do that. Well, sort of. There are, like, animal friends you unlock along the way.
Yeah.
But they have their own separate new sections of the levels to play. And you can find the doors pretty easy, so, like, I give it a pass. But, you know, like, with that, it's literally just, like, you don't have the headbutt moves, so you can't break the rocks and save the hippos. You know what I mean?
That was one of those nonsensical statements out of context.
The ramblings of a madman.
Yeah. You don't have to dash, so you can't break the blockade and fight the hippos, or whatever the fuck you just said.
You need the head bash
Shut
so
up.
that you can break the rock and save the hippos.
Shut the fuck up. Shut it. Shut it. Hey, Michael. Alright, who's winning the fight? George Lopez?
Thank you for releasing
or Rob Schneider?
George Lopez.
What do you think? You got me your reasoning.
I feel like Rob Schneider's like a pansy.
Oh! Rob Schneider could probably kick your ass. Let's be honest.
No, I don't think he could.
I think he could.
He's a gigantic pussy.
You hear that, Rob Schneider? We're calling you out.
Yeah, real Rob.
Dude, real Rob.
Self-fan service.
I love real Rob.
Make your eyes look brighter.
I haven't actually watched it, so all of my stuff is like what I've heard about. So
hearsay.
Hearsay? What is the actual definition of hearsay?
The definition of hearsay is an out-of-court statement used to prove the truth of the matter asserted in the statement. So essentially, it's something you heard from someone else that you're trying to offer as evidence.
Oh. To me, I mean, I'm sure you're probably familiar with the cultural definition of hearsay.
Man, like, the deal with it in the legal context is, with hearsay, you can't, like, cross-examine the person who's actually making the statement to, like, get more details.
Yeah.
So it's only allowed under certain exemptions and exceptions, which there are a lot of, by the way. It's a huge, gigantic area of case law. Well, not case law. Evidence law.
You're really able to use hearsay?
Yes, but it has to be under specific circumstances that guarantee...
Yeah, but you just said that these circumstances are fairly frequent.
I mean, well, it's more like there are several rules in there are like these federal rules of evidence, right? Yeah. And they govern when whole bunch of evidence related issues, and there's a gigantic section on hearsay. And essentially, the goal is to only allow in hearsay that actually has some circumstantial guarantee of trustworthiness, so that if you let it in, you can be assured from the context or from the person who said it and under what circumstances that it will be more true than if it's just something you heard wherever. And so there's a lot of stuff governing that. And they're actually one of the most famous cases, like there's enacted law, which is, the rules of evidence, and then there's case law, which is just like rulings in court cases, One of the most salient rulings in hearsay law actually comes from Washington. Like, the case was from Washington.
Yeah.
Called Crawford versus Washington.
I was almost already falling asleep. Then he started talking, and I literally went catatonic for like a minute. I think that.
Well, you know what I like is that because you're so sleepy, you're not interrupting me.
That's true. I'm worried that the series is a little tame, but whatever.
You know what? I like it. It's a change of pace.
And you know what? As Dean Bristow would say.
Actually, no, that's Mike. That's a Mike Pollock original.
Right. That's from
Time for a Change of Pace.
That just in colors.
Generations.
Generations.
You're fighting the Egg Dragoons.
Oh yeah, I guess. That the Egg Dragoon was originally from Colors. Is that why I'm getting confused?
It's originally from Unleashed. It's the final boss. It's the semi-final boss before Dark Gaia.
Oh, whatever.
Which, Dark Gaia is an awful boss, by the way.
Yeah. It reminds you of that one boss from Sonic 06? When you're on the fire?
Yes, it is exactly like that. I know exactly what you mean when you say that.
And it's funny,
this is Jacques.
I haven't really played Sonic 06. But it's like that, like, you're like really far away and you have to like move in close, and it's like...
If you've ever seen like a Let's Play or a review, then you know about how bad Iblis is in that game.
Iblis.
Yeah.
Okay. That fucking game is stupid. I hate it. A little bit I played of it made me angry. I can't even imagine like actually like playing Sonic 06.
Like, that boss was...
That was a boss?
Nothing. Yes, that was the boss.
That's so dumb. I haven't seen some of the bosses from Toy Story 2 that were just like gone. Remember when I was fighting that Buzz boss?
Yeah, and you literally just bum rushed it.
I just stood there and pressed the button, or held the button since I had the upgrade, and he was dead. I love that shit.
Alright, we're done with Dreamweavers. They're moving on to Nasty's world.
Jock. Is that the name of that boss?
Yeah, it was called Jacques.
His name is just fucking Jacques.
Amos the balloonist. Nice job collecting so much stolen treasure. It's not the friendly place. We're gonna go to Nasty's world.
How up on top of that Amos?
Ganasty Gnork.
Gnork. That's right, didn't one of the characters call him Gnork in like one of the intro things?
Yep.
Dude, I need to sit up before I fucking fall asleep. I hope this is just like chill vibe right now. You know what I mean? I hope people like that. You know, I'm always over analytical about what we're doing, what's going on. That's because I'd like to, you know, make something I'd watch, you know what I mean? And
Alright, so this guy right here, I'm pretty sure is the first dragon we rescued.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro, and you are the dragon who must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Nasty's lands.
hold on.
Then you can challenge the Nork himself.
I have a question, Michael. I have a swift question for you.
Yeah.
You said that we already recognized this. We already saved this guy, right?
Yeah.
And then Spyro said, "Didn't I already rescue you before?" To which he responded, "You're in Nork's world now. Here's what you gotta do."
No.
So it doesn't explain at all why we rescued him again.
I assume that he after we rescued him, he went here to try to stop Nasty Nork, but he got frozen again. I think that's what happened.